We have our blockbuster preview, and I do have an update on the voting situation. So let's get into it. If you don't want any BB28 live feed spoilers, now would be a good time to scroll on. So feeds have currently gone down for the final shutdown before the live eviction show. But between the first HOH lockdown and the second one, Dee did go up to Angela and say that they have the votes to keep Haley. Now, this would only be in a scenario where Barrett wins the blockbuster and it's Chuck and Haley on the block. When Dee mentioned this, she only mentions herself, Devins, Angela, Drew, and Barrett as the votes, which would only be 5 votes, and they need 6 in order for it to not be a tie. So I don't know where that other vote is coming from. Maybe they're counting on Kamu. I do know that Dee was planning on having more conversations because she had told Angela, stay away from me and Devins. We're going to work on getting the votes. You just worry about, keeping Lala busy basically and out of it. But Taylor had been really close with Yash and Kamu the whole time when feeds were back on. So whether it's one of those two that they're hoping to get votes on, I don't know. There was a conversation real quickly between Drew and Barrett where they talked about where Melody and Mallory are going to fall in this whole voting scenario. They both said that they're not pushing for extra votes. They're fine with voting to keep Haley to stay, but they're not going to be caught being the ones to go around and campaign on her behalf. They're going to leave that up to Devins. So I don't know. There is potential for Haley to stay even if she doesn't win Blockbuster. Pluto TV did let us know in the other app where you can chat with previous house guests that the campaign for the vote flip is still ongoing even though feeds are currently blocked. They did also say that there's potential for the feeds to come back for a short amount of time before the live show tonight. We'll see if that happens. I think it's highly unlikely. Let's chat about the blockbuster, though. This is an interesting one. We saw this one in season 26. I don't remember it coming back last year, but Barrett has talked a lot this week about hoping that it's a rolling the ball challenge for the blockbuster. This is something he would feel the most confident in, but also Haley is a softball player. So she has some familiarity with this kind of thing. I definitely think it is going to be Barrett or Haley that wins this blockbuster, and those also would be the most interesting outcomes for next week. So we'll see what happens tonight. I'm kind of excited, but I stand firm that I think this is not a good game move on Dee's part to flip this vote last minute and to create some unnecessary, blatant enemies like she did last week.